Hi, everyone. It's Garrett Cohn with American Warrior Radio, bringing you some great information again. Hey, would you do me a favor? If you like what you see here on AWR, like, subscribe, and share it, okay? Get this out to the masses. Anybody you know that it might benefit, and that helps us. This is an all-volunteer operation. We've got an awesome producer. He dedicates his time. He's a board member of AVET Project as well. John Lopez with Real Kingdom Media. Amazing man. Look it up, RKM. Good stuff. You know what I'm going to talk to you about today? It's called a code sheet. You wouldn't know. You don't know what you don't know, right? Well, when the VA sends you your narrative summary, your rating decision, tells you in layman's terms nowadays the reasons for their decision. Okay, and it tells you they confirmed and continued something, they increased it, maybe they denied a situation for service connection, whatever. That's the narrative summary. Well, on the back part of that is what's called the code sheet. And I have an example here. It looks very easy to read. I'm not going to post it. This is all just make-believe stuff. But that's what it looks like. You'll never see it. Because if you don't know to ask for it, they're not going to tell you. The reason is because if you look here, there's a signature spot. And I'm sorry to say this, but the VA has insulated themselves from us veterans. They've built walls to keep us away from the people that are actually determining big things, making big decisions on about our lives. All right. So that's why they don't send you the code sheet, even though they scramble it with code now. So they may not even know who wrote the darn thing. I can look in VBMS for my clients and find out who actually rated it. That's beside the point. Rating decision code sheet is very valuable information. Years ago, when Allison Hickey was the director of Comp and Pen within the VA, she had promised me, and she's a wonderful woman. Are you out there, Allison? Hi, I hope you're watching. She was going to make available the code sheets to all rating decisions. She said, yes, Garen, I believe you're right. They need this information. Well, what is this information? It gives you the diagnostic code. That's that medical stuff that tells you exactly where you can go into your CFR, your Code of Federal Regulations. The VA calls it a VASR D, VA Schedule for Rating Disabilities. You can find out the criteria they use for each elevation of your disability through the diagnostic code. And then over here, for instance, diagnostic code 5242 on this example, it's a fake example, lumbar arthritis. All right, that's your back problem. And then it's going to tell you when you were service connected and what your evaluation, your percentage is. So, and then it totals it all up at the end and gives you your overall percentage. We've talked about how they do the math. It's called remaining function. You can look back on American Warrior Radio episodes in the past, or maybe if it interests you, let me know, and we'll explain the VA math on another episode. But bottom line, they get all that put together on a code sheet so it's easily readable and usable. And here on an ancillary decision, meaning something over and above what the actual rating decision covers regarding disabilities, an ancillary decision in this case, basic eligibility to United States Code Chapter 35. That's educational allowance for your dependents. And what that means is that you are permanent and total at 100%, and they're never going to look at you again. I'd kind of like to see that black on white, wouldn't you? Well, they do kind of restate it in the narrative summary, but this is what I'm talking about. When you get your narrative summary of your rating decision, whether you're happy with it or not, you can communicate back through 1-800-827-1000. That's the call number, and say, you know what? I would like you guys to send me a copy of my code sheets. Could be single page, could be multiple pages. You call them and say, I want a copy of my code sheets. Very important information to keep your records solid and complete. Listen, this is Garen Cohn with American Warrior Radio. Please like, subscribe, and share this info. Until next time, don't forget, thank a vet.